if I meet him and he wants kids and I'm too old?
I'm not gonna beg for your time when you give it to your homeboys for free.
Try your baby daddy pay for the kid.
What?
I won't date a woman who did not have her father there.
Now y'all want to start this soft guy era.
Listen, all these single men with these podcasts are keeping y'all single with these damn microphones.
What do you mean by that?
Because they telling y'all to do everything to us except be nice. Like the same chapter in the Bible, Ephesians 5, it does say that we're supposed to be submissive. It says we're supposed to be submissive to our husband. That same chapter also says you aren't supposed to be harsh to us and you're supposed to love us like you love yourself, sir.
I beg your pardon?
Since we reading. But it's really crackhead behavior to think that you can treat somebody bad. Like, everything's always wrong. You want her to submit to her. That sounds like crackhead behavior. You are out here wanting a woman to be submissive to what? What is she submitting to? That's what and yes, I'm happily married. So all the little podcasters that got their panties in a bunch after watching this, you can suck my invisible.
I don't think she's understanding that most of this podcasting is just a reflecting of what's happening in reality. She's married, but when you stop and you look at the average woman out here, they have taken on the spirit as the Jezebel woman. Not all, but majority of what men are seeing. And it's not just certain groups. It's starting to affect the entire world.
What's your problem?
Why do I have to cook all the time?
Because you're a woman.
And?
A woman's job is in the kitchen.
Look, if you want a woman that's gonna cook all the time, you need to go find one.
If you check Isaiah chapter 4 verse 1, it says in the last days, there's going to be 7 women begging one man for marriage.
I'm in a stage of life where I'm watching all my friends get married and have babies and find love. And I had another talking phase yet again fall through. And my friend was like, you'll meet the one day, don't give up. But now I'm at a point where I hope I don't, because what happens if I meet him and he wants kids and I'm too old to not be able to give him any?
She's not alone. Most women have fell for that feminist bug, that Miss Independent bug. And when it wears off and you actually need a man, you realize the only guys that are still hanging around is low-hanging fruit. And you don't want that low-hanging fruit, and you're going to find yourself by yourself.
We been talking about this shit all week,
Without
though.
paying the babysitter.
We been talking about this shit all week, though.
Okay.
So you ain't got $250 to pay the baby, so I'm paying for the date.
Oh, no.
I'm saying, don't listen. I can't give you $250 now.
You want to take me on a date to these high-end restaurants and shit? You can't pay $250 for a date.
I'm saying the money I got is for the date, though. One for your baby. So why don't you have your baby daddy pay for the kid?
What?
Yeah.
So you only got money. Oh, okay. So then he should be taking me on a date then.
I'm
right?
saying. Well, I'm saying. What you
so
want
if he finna pay for the kids, then he should be taking me on a date.
Listen,
because what did you say?
I was looking forward to this, and you.
Yeah, I was too. But
$250.
Babysitter, yes. Kids got to get taken care of.
I could give you the $250, but
okay, then what's the problem then? What's the problem?
Because I had plans cut
okay, you should still have. How is that cutting into the date money?
I'm just saying, like, come on, man. Like, come on, man. I was looking forward.
I understand how that's cutting into the date money.
I'm saying, like, come on. You should have had that shit took care of before I pulled up.
What? Okay.
We talking about this shit all week,
without paying.
Listen here, guys. Don't get out here paying for a babysitter. Because when a woman wants to rip and run the streets and she wants to go out and find another baby dad, somebody magically ends up babysitting the kid, right?
I won't date a woman who did not have her father there ever. I will never do it. Because, like, especially now as a father of a girl, I understand how impactful that love is. And I understand, like, the way my daughter looks at me. She will never look at no one else that way, not even her own mother. So if that is absent in a woman, I feel like that is potentially a recipe for disaster for her to go down the wrong path. It's a void that I believe can't be filled by anything else. It doesn't matter how much money, it doesn't matter about a step parent, it doesn't matter how good it is. It's something that is empty that she may never know that it's empty, but it's an emptiness within inside that has a lot of potential to be detrimental to that person's character in day-to-day life. And I don't want to take on that burden dealing with that because I know that there is nothing that I can do to help fill that void.
Being a woman that was raised by my mother and, my dad
was around when I was a kid, but once he did get incarcerated, it just sucks that you could say that basically a woman that was raised by just her mother she doesn't deserve the love from a man. Yeah, she didn't have that man that protect. That's basically what you're saying. Like,
I didn't say a
no,
man.
it's just saying
I said this man.
this man, and that's fine. But it sucks that men would look at a woman like that because she was raised by her mother. Because I think of the outstanding job my mother did with me and how she made sure that she provided tremendously, and I had great male role models around.
But yet you're still single, which is why you're on a single podcast. I absolutely agree with him. If there's no father around to help guide her, those girls are going to run wild. That void just makes them impossible to be tamed. They become the biggest headaches of your life. Men, if you're looking for a wife, make sure she has a father in her life that she loves, not one that she disrespects. But no father at all, it's going to take a little bit time for her to come around. And she never truly comes around. She runs free spirit all day. That's the one that's going to break your heart because she's lost. She don't know where she wants to be.
Why is it so hard for men who are saying, like, I don't like the way you talk to me. You were too harsh or you were inconsiderate. Why don't our women hear men when they say this? What's your thoughts on that?
I think I've said this before. I think women, when we are wrong and we have to take account for it, it's more so that we don't want to be wrong because we don't want to be rejected. You know, like to be wrong or somebody not to accept your opinion or your view on something, it's another form of rejection. And we, women, we want to be in there. We want everybody to love us. We want everybody to agree with us. We want to be okay. And typically they do. So if someone says no and they get loud with it, it feels, it hurts. There's a form of pain that comes with it. You just rejected me. Now you don't like me anymore. Something like that.
Wait, so we get this. So a woman feels this if a man says, babe, I don't like the way you said that to me. These are the feelings that are evoked from hearing that?
Well, maybe not with that right there. Right there, we're not going to even hear you say that. It would have to be elevated a little bit. Now, if you just said it like that, I'm probably still trying to talk to you and tell you my opinion or why I'm right. But then it has to be elevated a little bit to the point where now I'm upset with you. So right when I'm about to be upset is when now I'm feeling the rejection thing because I'm trying hard to get you to understand and you're not seeing me. You're not seeing me. You're not accepting me. You're continuously telling me I'm doing something to you. So, you're not loving me at the moment.
It's called narcissism. That's where you're always right and you have to bully or shame people into believing your thought process whenever they disagree with you. And if they do disagree with you, then you automatically do not like them. It's called feminine energy.
So I saw a post today that says, I'm not going to beg for your time when you give it to your homeboys for free. I'll just find somebody who's not gay.
Women don't get it. When a man gives you all of his attention, you turn out to be very boring. Why? Because you're usually not talking about anything. When men are locked in and they have a constructive mind, they're always looking to build. But when it comes to women, when a man gets used to you just gossiping and being naggy, he doesn't want to be around you like that. It isn't that he's gay. It's just that you're annoying.
I don't know any of you all. But now y'all want to start this soft guy era. This drizzle movement, right? Listen, any man that's comfortable with the woman coming out of her purse or her pocket spending money on you, understand this, you'll do the same with a man.
The soft guy era is letting the women know if you want to be masculine and take on the masculine role, then do the things that you're requiring out of a man for the guy that you like, since we're practicing equality. Women, you asked for the soft guy era because of toxic masculinity, remember? You wanted equality because you wanted the same thing as a man. So now that everything is equal, take on and do the things that you require out of a man to the guy that you like. That's what the soft guy era is all about.
100%. A man interprets love through respect, period. That's how he knows he's loved. He knows he's loved by how he's respected. And the worst thing is to be in a relationship where you're not respected in your relationship, but you are respected in the world.
Ooh, mandatory.
Yeah,
it's mandatory.
It's guys that's in that situation right now. And
You can't be at work giving out instructions and
somebody listening to you.
People holding your word as value, and you making decisions, and you hiring and firing people, and you making money and making moves for the company, and then come home and be emasculated and diminished. And
He's right. That's where you have a lot of good guys that end up with bad women. And you majority see the men who have their life together, who do have good jobs, who do own businesses, ending up with women who do not respect them. That's the whole reason why podcasts are at an all-time high, trying to get through women that, hey, the way you living hasn't been right.
Why would I help a man get on his feet if there are men who are already standing up?
You will only help a man get on his feet if you and him have already brought a kid into this world and you have to work together as parents, and now you have to adapt to life. But for the most part, I always tell guys, do not get in a relationship if you are broke. Do not look for people to help you, support you on your dreams, especially a woman. A woman to keep you around if you could keep slanging that D and she'll have potential. But after a while, if she has to pay the bills, she's going to disrespect you, even if she started out supporting you. And a lot of guys that have made it had supportive women, but they were already deep into their hustle.
Because I ain't never seen no man switch up their friend group because they got married. Clock it. Okay, guys, don't drag me, but do y'all feel like when women get married, they get on a high horse? I know I'm married, but I saw a tweet a while ago about a girl saying that once her friend got married, she switched up on her. Now, marriage is obviously a big change, but I feel like the idea that you can't hang out with your single friends anymore, you can't be with your single friends, you have to treat your friends that are single more different, that comes from society. Society does this thing where they try to make it seem like marriage is the pinnacle of a woman's life. I am sorry to say, y'all, as a married woman, I love my husband, I love my man, I'm treated like a princess, but marriage is not the pinnacle of your life. I really believe the only people that benefit from that narrative is men. Keep up with me, y'all. Listen, I'm telling you, I got it. It's the men. It's not us. It's the men. I remember hearing at my bridal shower from married women that I would have to slow down my relationship with my single friends because they be giving bad advice. Huh? They was giving me advice before I got married. And like, obviously there's wisdom in filtering all advice, right? I just felt like the idea that these women who were once super wise in my life are no longer wise because I'm married and they're not is insane. And like, all married women are not like the happiest women on earth. And there's a lot of very, very fulfilled single women. And letting go of friendships that have lasted you 10 plus years because of your marital status is also insane. That is it for today's glam, y'all. Let me know what y'all think in the comments. Do you guys feel like I am a little bit crazy? Or do you feel like it's true? Married women do join like this married women's club when they...
I think that women are only friends whenever they are single. Ultimately, every woman wants to end up with a man. Every woman wants a leader. And I think that when women find somebody that they love, they know that their other friends are bitter. That's the thing. Women are fake with each other because they do things that make them feel good. They ignore the truth to make them feel good. They tell their friends lies to feel good. Women keep friends in their life to allow them to live in delusion. But the moment a woman gets married to a guy that she really loves, men are always living in reality. And once he pulls his wife into reality, then it's easy for her to see the fairy tale that her friends are living in. That's why she leaves him alone.
Dating does not mean we have to talk every day. Yes or no? Do you or do you not agree? This guy says he don't speak for all of us. If I go one day without hearing from you and I wasn't given a heads up or an explanation why, I'm gone. Oh, okay, all right. That was a lot. You know, one day, anything could happen. Like, I give it a couple days. But here's my thing, right? If we're dating and we're like dating for real, you know what I'm saying? I want you to be a little obsessed with me. You know, I want to know that I'm on your mind, okay? Like, even if you busy, like a little text, hey, I'm thinking of you on my mind. I'm thinking about you. Like, I don't think that there's anything wrong with that. Are y'all not talking to people that you're dating every day? I've been out of the game. So like maybe the rules have changed a bit, but like, I'm not saying that we have to talk every day, but you should want to. Because if I like you, if we dating, I need to know what's in your world. You know, I need my feet to be tired because I've been running through your mind all day. You know what I'm saying? Like, what are y'all doing?
Seriously, in dating, people are only running through your mind whenever you're not talking to them. You go hang around somebody every day. I can guarantee you that you're going to be sick of them quicker than what you can imagine. This fairy tale love, I'm thinking about you, romance, that all exists when you're not around each other. You hang around somebody every single day, that love is going to die off and you're going to find yourself arguing. When you're dating, a man should still be getting to the money and still be seeing his options. He should not be talking to the same woman every day because you should have multiple girls that you're talking to make sure you're getting the maximum best woman for you.
But now you've seen this viral post where the girl posted these pictures on her dating site. And, the guy asked her out on a date. And, these pictures are cute. She looks good. But she shows up on the date and she doesn't look anything like her pictures. And so he wanted his money back that he spent. And I'm like, now, sis, you catfished him. This is not anything like what you posted on that site.
And this is the downfall of the internet. You can go on there and be whoever it is that you want to be. But when you get caught up in the romance of it, you get caught up in the delusional world that you built in the chat room. When you try to come out into the real world, the emotions that you had in the chat room tells you, oh, this person likes me for who I am. No, you and him are just pretending. Once you see each other in real life, that's where the real chemistry is there. But on his end, you don't ask for your money back. You just got to take the loss, homie. You should have went right to FaceTime before you even went on the date, so you know exactly what you're dealing with. If you still going out on dates in 2024 without a FaceTime call first, you deserve that.